All right, so it has been forever since I posted an update. So first of all, I'm sorry. Second of all, as you can see, my hair is still here. Nothing has happened. I have not lost all of my hair in some random chemical situation. So I wanted to kind of talk for a moment, and I'm on my way out the door, but I've been promising myself I'm going to post an update. So a few things I want to talk about primarily today is maintenance. One of the things that most girls going natural really gonna do, we just wanna wash and go, we wanna walk out the door. We do not want any maintenance. Great, so softened hair, what are we doing with that, right? Guess what? You said it, maintenance. Now, the question most people have is there a line of demarcation? Is there something where if I stop, suddenly bad things are going to happen? Not exactly. So when I say not exactly, what that means is that you have hair that's softened and hair is not. Now for me personally, my hair that's softened acts completely different. It listens to me, it wants to lay, it likes different conditioners than the rest of my hair. So as my hair grows in, my roots end up rising really high. Now if you can see, I just did a retouch, so you can't really tell because right now it's pretty flat. And this retouch was like my best retouch of all time. Anyways, it's pretty flat at the roots, but otherwise it'll raise up. So like I have a poofy undercap. And that hair won't listen to just about anything I do, which is why I softened it to begin with. Anyways, one of the things I've also learned, and this is really important, the protein reconstructor. So I don't know if you guys have noticed, I've decided to be like the guinea pig and just do all sorts of craziness and then report back when I get here. So reporting back, don't skip the protein reconstructor. My thought process was, well, I can only do it, I have to do it every 6 to 8 weeks. I'll kind of shrug it off. Bad idea. It's especially a bad idea to go from one retouch to the next retouch without doing a protein reconstructor. So you're gonna ask the question of, what happened? Oh, let me tell you. My hair was extremely unhappy with me. I was actually really concerned. I found an amazing product though, because I really felt at that point that I'd actually damaged my hair. I don't know that I did, but it felt like it. You know that feeling when you're like, did I mess up really bad? I had that feeling. Now, if you look at my hair right now, obviously, this isn't a problem. So what did I do? Well, plainly put, I found an awesome product, and I actually did a video, which of course I haven't posted because that's my style. It's a Science cuticle repair. I promise I will eventually post the video. It's a 2-step process. You can buy it on Amazon. It is a salon formula, so you'll get these huge bottles. And it was a cuticle repair set. It really helped with my porosity, which I didn't know was an issue for me at all. It corrected the craziness that I had done to myself pretty much, and then proceeded to allow me to continue on my retouches. I haven't had a problem since. I'll probably do it again just because my hair really enjoyed it. It was like the greatest deep conditioning thing of all time. So I probably will rinse and repeat on that at some point since I do have the massive salon bottles to do it with. One of the things also talking about is porosity. So porosity is something that I honestly don't completely understand. I believe it's basically how much water your hair can hold or has the ability to hold. This is one of those things where I haven't done my research before I wrote my update. That's all right. You guys wanted an update. I'm giving you an update. Don't mind me. Wiki's out there. Webster's out there. I'll probably follow up on that later. So long story short, I've always had dry hair. This has never been something new. Always had dry hair. Always had a problem with my dry hair. And once I softened it, I assumed this would somehow fix that. It doesn't. If you soften your hair, all you're doing is stretching the curl. So if you had a dry curl this tall, you will have a dry curl this tall. It's that simple. So what I've learned, obviously, is I'm working on correcting my porosity. So there's a process that you may have heard about out there called the max hydration method. And I'm not completely doing that yet because it takes a lot of process, lots of steps, lots of commitment. Y'all know I'm struggling with commitment. We're here, so, you know. But I'm going to give it a whirl. I started working on a couple of those concepts, and my hair really loves it. Right now, if the question is what's in my hair, right now what's in my hair is, believe it or not, the one, the only, the ever famous Kinky Curly Curling Custard. I used to use that back when I was completely natural, and I hated the stuff. My hair hated it, primarily because it made my curls super, super tight, and then they would tangle on each other, and it was a bad, bad day. but with my curls softened, it actually just gives me these really, really nice waves. And if you use the right amount, which I'm still working on figuring that out, it won't be that crunchy. I also actually added a little more on top. I used the curl sealer from Talia Wajid. And yeah, so I wanted to kind of touch base on those two things. Maintenance, if you're gonna go and do the softened, make sure you get the protein reconstructor, make sure you stay on top of it. There is no line of demarcation, but your hair will have a place where it was softened and not softened, and they will not be happy together. Cuticle repair, if you have damaged your hair, even if you don't have softened hair, the Science cuticle repair is amazing. Super affordable, super easy. You just need a hooded dryer or a blow dryer with a hood cap. And then last but not least, what was the last thing I mentioned, you guys? Porosity, yes. This will not address your porosity issues. I'm looking into the max hydration method, which there are plenty of YouTube videos about, and I believe MissDK.com. Miss DK, yes, Miss MSDDEEKKAY.com has a couple of things on her blog about the max hydration method. So I'll probably be updating a little bit more about that. In the meantime, I've got somewhere to be. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. Notice, no cuts, nothing pretty. That's the only way you get updates from me very quickly. So I hope you have a great day. Happy Easter.